It's a strange looking little gizmo. Basically, if you get a picture of the whole thing, you'll notice that most of these they're full of steel and aluminum, and there's a magnet field underneath it here to basically make it rotate, and this one to rotate the opposite direction. And underneath of all this, there's a wiring harness that basically follows the pattern all the way through this so that it continues to rotate in those directions. When you look at it, it should remind you basically of a Tesla coil. You've got an outside field, you've got your inside field. Happen to actually show you how all this is done, but this plate is just covering up a whole bunch of things in here that rotate and put the power charge back into this steel plate for it to jump. A lot of the small ones, or all the small ones like this, they are simply an area for steam to come out with a post in it that is charged, just like the entire plate. This plate right here is basically a charged capacitor, so you don't want to touch that for sure when it's up and running. I've got it disconnected at the moment because I'm going to wait till I'm ready before I hook it all up and make it rotate and circulate. But that's the basics. You've got steel and aluminum in here that will take several years before it gets down to a dust and isn't usable anymore. And then basically you've got a charge rate that is basically pushed by the wiring harness that's underneath it here. So you've got a small charge being pushed around until it can create a spark, and the spark is going to be under the unit in a box with a spark plug, basically, so that it can heat up water. That water will come up, it'll rise from the box and come out through these tubes as charged, come up into the top of the lid, which I haven't made the box yet, but the lid's basically going to be another aluminum, wood aluminum capacitor. And basically when all this is up and running, that charge will come up to the top of the to the lid, and you'll have a charged lid. And basically it's just a practice kind of learning curve to play with, to see if there's another way to make voltage without gas, oils, wood, etc., using metals. And at the moment it's getting close, so I figured I'd make a video now to show some of the earlier stages of this. And like I said, these are basically filled up, then I put a piece of tin foil in them to make sure that the metals stay up here, and this is empty. And when I'm ready, I'm going to drill a hole through the top, punch through all the aluminum, and drop all the mixed metals down on top of the rotating magnet field, which I'll show in another section. But that's basically the principles of it, and hopefully it'll give some of us something to play with, so we can learn a little bit more than the fuel sources we have now. So here we go.